John F. Kennedy says, "Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty."
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of YemmaNation Explores Reading. If this is your first time watching, my name is Mr. Yemma. I'm an instructional coach in Youngstown City School District. As we're all stuck at home, I decided to start a YouTube series where I read aloud National Geographic books to you so that we can explore the world through reading. My first episode, I read you a 5th grade book about soil. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I do like to mix it up. I like my my read alouds to be geared towards kids of all ages. So today I'm going to read you a book that's for grade 1 called Sun, Moon, and Stars. Once again, you don't have to be in 1st grade to follow along with me. These books, you can have something to learn for all ages, or if you just want to enjoy a nice read along, then go ahead and read along. Now, one thing I want to say before I start, I have a special guest reading to you today. My son Julian will be the narrator for this book, so I hope you guys all enjoy. Thank you.
Sun, Moon, and Stars by Susan Kay. The sky is huge. It goes on and on in every direction. The sky changes. During the day, it is usually filled with light. At night, it can be as black as ink. This pattern of bright days and dark nights repeats again and again. What can you see in the sky? Look at the sky. What do you see? During the day, you may see jets soar through the clouds. You may see birds glide in the air. You may see kites twist and turn in the wind. What else might you see in the sky? The sun. You can see the sun only during the day. The sun is the star nearest to Earth. A star is an object in the sky that gives off light. The sun makes its own light and heat. The sun is so close to us that it looks very bright. It is so bright that you can't see any other stars in the sky during the day. The moon. What can you see in the sky at night? The moon is the brightest object in the night sky. The moon does not make its own light. Light from the sun shines on the moon and makes it look bright. Sometimes you can see the moon during the day, but it is harder to see then. Why do you think it is harder to see? The stars. On a clear night, you can see stars in the sky. Some stars are very bright. Other stars seem dim. Some stars look like they are in groups. Other stars are scattered across the sky. It seems impossible to count all the stars. The Big Dipper. There are 7 bright stars that form the shape of a cup with a long handle. This is the Big Dipper. You can use the Big Dipper to find the North Star. If you watch all night, you'll see that the Big Dipper seems to move around the North Star. The North Star is like the center of a wheel. All the other stars seem to move around it. What can you observe about the sun? Imagine a day without the sun. It would be cold and dark. The sun would not light the sky. It would not shine overhead. Without the sun, how could you even tell day from night? The sun affects Earth in many ways. Light and warmth. The sun's light warms Earth, land, air, and water. Without the sun, it would be too cold for humans, plants, and animals to live on Earth. The sun's light brightens the sky. When you play outside, sometimes the sun is so bright that you shade your eyes. You might want to go into the shade. Too much sun. Too much sun can give you a sunburn. Sunscreen helps protect you. Hats help you too. They can help keep the sun off your face and neck. The sun can harm your eyes. Some sunglasses can help protect your eyes from bright sunlight, but you should never look directly at the sun. Day and night. Day and night happen every 24 hours. The sky changes color during this time. During the day, the sky may look blue or gray. It may be bright with sunlight or darker with clouds. As day changes to night, the sun looks low in the sky. As the sun seems to set, part of the sky may look orange. Then the sky gets darker. At night, the sky is usually dark. The sun seems to move. The sun appears toward the east every morning. During the day, it appears to move slowly across the sky. In the evening, the sun disappears from view toward the west. Shadows. On bright days, light from the sun causes shadows. A shadow forms when an object blocks the sun's light. Shadows change size, shapes, and position throughout the day. The shadow of the tree is longest in the morning and evening. The tree's shadow is shortest at noon. What can you observe about the moon? The moon is far away from Earth, but it's our closest neighbor in space. With a telescope, you can see many details of the moon that you can't see with your own eyes. A telescope makes things look bigger and closer. A telescope is one way you can learn about the moon. The moon's surface. The moon is a huge rocky ball that circles Earth. The moon has large dents or craters. The craters were made when rocks smashed into the moon. The moon also has high mountains and flat areas. A telescope is one way to help you see these craters, mountains, and flat areas on the moon. The moon seems to move. Like the sun, the moon seems to rise, move across the sky, and set. At night, draw where the moon and stars are. Later, stand in the same place, draw the moon and stars again. The moon will appear a little to the west. The moon seems to change. The shape of the moon seems to change. It may look like a banana or a circle. Sometimes you can't see the moon at all, but its shape doesn't change. It's always a sphere. A sphere is round like a ball. It takes the moon about 4 weeks to go through its phases. During those weeks, the sun shines on different parts of the moon. We see the shape of the lighted part of the moon. This is called a phase. Searching the sky. You can see the sun during the day and the stars at night. Sometimes you can see the moon at night and sometimes during the day. The sun lights the sky during the day. Its light warms Earth. The sun makes life possible. You can use a telescope to see craters, mountains, and flat areas on the moon. You can see how the moon goes through its phases.
Thank you for following along with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this book about the sun and moon and stars today. I also hope you enjoyed Julian as the special guest narrator. My son is 10 years old, he's in 4th grade, and he definitely likes to be a part of this process. Maybe in the future I can convince him to sit next to me and we can do a book talk together. But for now, I want you guys to think about some of the things you read in this book the next time you go outside. If you have a tree on your property, think about the way that the shadow changes throughout the day. At night, what do you notice about the moon? I want you to think about some of those things. I hope you guys enjoyed this book. Thanks for going exploring with YemmaNation on YemmaNation Explores Reading. I'll talk to you all guys next time. Thank you.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look